With the launch of the James Webb Telescope in 2022, astronomers have been able to look deeper into the universe than ever before. Thanks to this new technology, we've been able to capture pictures of 13 billion-year-old galaxies with unrivaled clarity. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're taking a look at some of the most awe-inspiring views of space that will truly take your breath away. Thanks to the incredible telescopes orbiting our planet, humanity has captured auroras, solar storms, and other wonders, and we're going to showcase them today. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 10. The Apollo 8 Earthrise. It seems only fitting to begin this video with what is essentially the mother of all space images. Taken by the Apollo 8 team during their mission to the moon, this incredible picture captures the sci-fi yet real, you are there feeling of seeing Earth over the edge of the moon that sets your imagination in motion. This picture begs the question, with a little more time, how far will humanity go into the cosmos? On Christmas Eve of 1968, Apollo 8 became the first manned space mission to leave Earth's orbit and travel around the moon. It was also the first manned crew to be launched on top of the Saturn V rocket, which is the largest rocket that has ever flown. Whilst the crew of the Apollo 8 orbited the moon, what they saw was Earth rising above the moon's horizon. Naturally, the crew took several pictures of the event and named it Earthrise. The ship's crew, Frank Borman, Jim Lovell, and William Anders, subsequently became the first people ever to witness Earthrise and returned to our home planet with some incredibly detailed images from the lunar far side, also known as the dark side of the moon. Today, Earthrise remains the most iconic space image of all time, and it's clear to see why. Number 9. A close-up of Neptune, captured by the James Webb Space Telescope. There's no denying that there are plenty of awe-inspiring space images out there, but one of the best from the last few years has to be the James Webb Space Telescope's heavenly shot of Neptune. The picture is absolutely breathtaking, capturing the planet's near-infrared glow in detail that humanity has never been privy to before. Not only are you able to see Neptune's glorious rings, but if you look closely, you'll be able to see the planet's high-flying methane clouds as bright streaks of light across the surface of the ball. It's a mind-boggling concept to know that we're able to look at clouds on another world that is literally billions of miles away. Neptune is classified as a gas giant, though it's the smallest of its kind in our solar system. With an equatorial radius of just 24,764 kilometers, Neptune is smaller than Jupiter, Uranus, and Saturn, the other gas giants in our solar system. What's also interesting is that the planet's surface gravity is incredibly similar to Earth's. Of course, Neptune is a massive ball of ice and gas, likely with a rocky core. There's no way you'd actually be able to stand on its surface without just falling in. However, if you were able to stand on the planet's surface, you'd feel something truly remarkable. The force of gravity pulling you down is nearly identical to that of the gravity we feel walking on Earth. Number 8. The Pillars of Creation. On January 5, 2015, NASA released a high-resolution version of the Pillars of Creation image, an iconic photograph that was originally captured by the Hubble Space Telescope back in 1995. But before its initial photography nearly 30 years ago, astronomers had only ever observed the pillars from the ground. An incredible 6,500 light-years away from Earth, the Eye Nebula, where the Pillars of Creation reside, can still be viewed with the naked eye, thanks to their close proximity to Earth. If you're into stargazing, then you'll find the pillars between the Serpens and Sagittarius constellations in the night sky. Despite their name, the Pillars of Creation are also a place of destruction. The pillars themselves are essentially stellar nurseries consisting of hydrogen gas and mineral-rich dust. Within the pillars, new stars feed off the gas clouds, gaining mass in the process. At the same time, a group of young, massive stars, which are not captured in this image, illuminate the entire scene from above. They are also slowly destroying it. The ultraviolet light from new stars erodes the pillars in a process known as photoerosion. So look at this image while you still can. In a few million years, the pillars may cease to exist. Number 7. the black hole in the Milky Way. While this image is extremely blurry and isn't even the first time we've captured a black hole, it's still extremely special because it's the black hole that lives in our galactic backyard. The Event Horizon Telescope's first image of Sagittarius A might not be as pretty as the complex images taken with the James Webb Telescope, but all of the difficulties that come with photographing black holes, especially this black hole in particular, make it a compelling image. Interestingly, while we're currently looking at a picture of a black hole, they're impossible to see directly. Black holes get their name from the fact that they're actually a total absence of, everything, but light especially. However, by studying the area surrounding the black hole, we're able to see its effects on its environment, which helps us identify them. Black holes are formed by the death of large stars. The gravity of a dying star eventually overwhelms its natural pressure, and when the pressure from the nuclear reactions collapses, gravity takes control and collapses the core of the star. The outermost layers of the former star are catapulted into space in what we know to be supernovas. What's left behind is a collapsed stellar core, a singularity without volume and with immense density. In other words, a black hole. Number 6. ARP Model 417391, the Lover Galaxies. While observing the southern constellation of Eridanus, the Hubble Space Telescope caught a pair of galaxies sharing an intimate moment. The two galaxies, collectively known as ARP Model, are merging together slowly, causing gravity to twist and warp their stars into one enormous ring. The result is this incredible photograph, which captures the middle of a process that takes millions of years. While we are, of course, living in our own galaxy, it's actually quite challenging to comprehend just how far away other galaxies are from our home planet. The nearest galaxy to our Sun is a dwarf galaxy, ironically named Canis Major, located 25,000 light-years away. The Andromeda Galaxy is 100 further. In layman's terms, it's incredibly far away. Bringing things back to our home galaxy of the Milky Way, we actually aren't able to see much of it, even if we use a telescope. With a dark, clear sky and an average backyard telescope, we're able to see about 350,000 stars, which is only 0.0004% of all the stars in the galaxy. The most distant star that we're able to see with the naked eye is more than 9,000 light-years away. But take a trip to the northern hemisphere if you aren't already there, and the most distant star you'll be able to see is HR 7589 in Cygnus, which is 7,600 light-years away. NASA's orbiting High-Resolution Imaging Experiment, or HiRISE for short, is another space camera that humanity uses to capture galactic photography. Most recently, it was exposed to quite a peculiar sight while soaring over the higher latitudes of Mars: patterned polygons of cracked soil that seem to stretch for miles. These patterns are a regular occurrence of the Martian springtime and are formed as ice turns to gas when thawing on the surface of the red planet. Mars is the fourth planet from our Sun. It's a cold, dusty desert world with a very thin atmosphere, though perhaps most interestingly about this planet is the fact that it is dynamic. It has seasons, canyons, polar ice caps, extinct volcanoes, and evidence that it was even more active in the past. Naturally, Mars is one of the most explored bodies in our solar system, and it's the only planet where we've sent rovers to roam the extraterrestrial landscape. Currently, there are 2 rovers on the planet, called Curiosity and Perseverance. There's a lander named Insight as well as a helicopter called Ingenuity exploring the surface of Mars. In addition to a series of vehicles on the Martian surface, there is an international fleet of 8 orbiters currently studying the planet from above, including 3 orbiters from NASA: 2001 Mars Odyssey, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, and MAVEN. Number 4. The Spiral Cartwheel Galaxy. If the universe does indeed have a creator, they were obviously having loads of fun when they created the Cartwheel Galaxy. 500 million light-years away from Earth, the James Webb Space Telescope captured this incredible image of glowing dust tumbling out of the galaxy to form incredible patterns beyond imagination. The distinct wagon wheel shape of this galaxy is the result of a cosmic collision between the galaxy itself and a smaller galaxy that is not visible in this image. It's one of the most fascinating pieces of space photography that humanity has ever captured, and depicts the full breadth of what the universe is truly capable of, no matter how absurd it may seem. Number 3. A rare pink aurora. Last November, a brilliant pink aurora filled the sky over Norway following one of the most powerful solar storms that humanity has ever recorded. Solar particles penetrated the atmosphere of the Earth even deeper than usual, colliding with nitrogen atoms and causing them to erupt into a pink light. While they're certainly beautiful, the science behind what actually causes an aurora to appear is truly fascinating. When solar winds reach Earth, they cause a distortion in our planet's magnetic field. Most of the charged particles are deflected away, but some manage to breach into the atmosphere near the magnetic poles. The collision of these charged particles with the various gases in our atmosphere are what causes the light, released photon energy, and illuminating the sky. While they can only be seen in the dark, auroras can occur at any time of the day. We just need the darkness to be able to see them. So the days around a full moon aren't the best to go aurora hunting. Number 2. The Cat's Eye Nebula. Astronomers used information and observations from the Hubble and other space telescopes to model the mysterious Cat's Eye Nebula, which can be seen in this photograph. The team learned that the bizarre overlapping bubble structure of the nebula was created by twin means of high-density, wobbling gas that was launched into space by a dying star at the center of the nebula. While the means may be incredibly violent and powerful, the results are simply out of this world, literally. For the uninitiated, a nebula is a cloud of dust and gas in interstellar space, each of which contains helium and hydrogen, as well as a mixture of other gases. Perhaps the most famous nebula in the world, or off the world, is the Orion Nebula, which forms part of an enormous interstellar cloud called the Orion Molecular Cloud Complex. It is situated around 1,500 light-years away in the direction of the Orion constellation. Nebula are an important feature of the universe, as most of them contain the ingredients that stars and planets need to form, including dust, gases, and complex molecules. As stars die and lose their materials to space, their gases and dust mix with clouds of gas, creating the complex nebula that we're able to observe, like the Cat's Eye Nebula. Number 1. Our Sun smiles at us. While performing routine monitoring for potential storms, the Solar Dynamics Observatory at NASA saw a surprise smile on the face of the Sun. Created by a chance arrangement of coronal holes, or regions in the outermost atmosphere of the Sun where solar winds blast out, the smiling star was in the process of showering Earth with charged solar particles. In essence, the Sun wore a cute little smile while it was bombarding the Earth with some pretty intense radiation. But who could ever be angry at such an adorable face, even if it was only a temporary change happening on the massive ball of burning gas that sustains our planet? Certainly not us. It's the end of the video, so you know what that means. It's time for a fun fact. Did you know that space is completely silent? The Earth's atmosphere is what allows sound to travel, but since there's no atmosphere in space, sound has no medium to travel, and thus cannot be heard. Which of these amazing photographs was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button down below and consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us create the best videos possible. To always be notified when we upload a new video, don't forget to hit the bell icon down below.